Yo, people. What's good? What's good?
Well, what's the word?
Welcome to MGTV.
Yeah.
This is your boy Rhino. We are live and alive. This is Let's Talk the Real. And we are going to talk the real today. No capping, yeah? I got a lovely panel today. You know, fresh intro. We're feeling good. You know, nice thumbnails, you know. I'm trying to do the work for the people then, you feel me? You guys deserve it. Big up the chat as well. We got the O's in the chat. Chinks as well. My boy Chinks should be joining soon. Big up Chinks as well. Chinks says he's there. Big up Magpies. Big up Triple Trey. Big up Smurfy and Wacky. Come on, my peoples. You guys are here every Sunday. I appreciate it, man.
Let's get it.
Yeah. We got Ferns coming back again. I thought Ferns, I thought you were running away, bro. I thought you were leaving me in the lurch.
You don't run from these battles. I'm still.
Hey,
today, you feel me?
I say nothing. Hey, W from Smurf.
Him missing
Black
a
Ghost
chance
as
to
well.
argue about men and women stuff. Imagine him not being here.
Listen, I've already told people this is my therapy session. You feel me? My therapy session.
I'm ready to hear the stuff out of your mouth today. I'm prepared.
It's gonna go off.
Hey,
Ryan,
let me see what else.
Say again.
You have me back.
You're back, man. I see the setup as well. Listen, Alyssa's not playing, you know. You guys need to be ready still. We are about to go ham. But today, people, we are going to talk some serious stuff. See, Firms has run off again. He's leaving me in the lurch. 3 females versus one. This is crazy, man. What am I meant to do? You know? Now, who's harder to date, though? I'm not even going to talk. I'm going to let you guys all have your say, yeah, about who's harder to date, you know, because I feel like we're not going to be agreeing on some shit. I feel like, you know, there might be a bit of delusion, you know, but I'm going to let you look. I'm going to let you guys rock in it. I want to start with Jay. Yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back, though.
I'm going to start by firstly saying, I feel like it's equal. Both sides are just as bad as each other. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe back in the day it wasn't so bad, it wasn't so equal, but now it's equal. Boys and girls, they're just as bad as each other. I'm telling you, it's just it's not about our girls is worse, boys is worse, whatever. They all bring shit things to the table. Trust me.
I agree.
Okay, right, go on. Talk about it. Let's elaborate a little bit.
Like the morals nowadays, everything is fucked on both sides. Like it's the social media, it's just everything. Like it's all just, like encouraging us to just like go the wrong way.
Someone's mic is whose mic is that? It might be yours, Jamila. Sorry. Go on, Jada. What are you saying?
But yeah, that's the main thing. I just feel like socials are things that are put in your face. They're corrupting us, but it's corrupting both sides. My opinion.
1 second, hold on. Let me see whose mic that is.
Is that my mic?
Firms. Not yours. Whose mic is that?
Exactly, it's not my mic.
Let me know in the chat though, guys. Can you hear us clearly? Yeah. But yeah, you're basically saying you feel like it's both sides. So can I ask you a question? Yeah. So when you say it's even now, where was it before?
It was men. They had the cake.
Men are harder to date, yeah?
100%.
I hear you.
Equal. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sorry, ladies, I'm a woman's woman through and through, but fucking hell, we are making. We're leveling the playing field right now. We're bad.
Damn. So let me just dissect what you're saying. So you said it was men before. And you're saying you just said specifically you've leveled the playing field and you guys are bad. Yeah. So you are insinuating that men were so bad and now women are just as bad. And that bad is very bad, yeah? Okay. All right, cool.
No, Jade, you're doing us wrong, you know?
Go on. Go on, Jamila. What have you got to say?
Jade, I think it's both. I actually think it's both. Because men these days as well, move like women. So I think for us, I don't think it's But I think men, I don't know.
No, your mic's bugging, Miller. Your mic, you might have to come in and out. You might have to pop out and pop in. Yeah.
Which I'm gonna come back and come back out.
Why don't you go, Alyssa? What do you agree with what Jadakiss is saying?
Yeah, I'm with her 100%. Like, I agree. Back then, men definitely had the cake. They did everything that they would do. You know what I mean? And now it's just it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, they're both just as equally bad right now. This generation, you know what it is? It's just this generation lacks that basic, like that old school hard, we're gonna hustle and get this out the mud, and like some days I might not talk to you for like all day or maybe like a week in the crib and we sit next to each other. Like, I don't know, like the perception of love and like what they've created it to be in this generation, like what she said too with social media and stuff, just like ruined a lot. Like, and everybody's always comparing themselves. So like, you know, if you live your life like that, especially on social media, and you have that influence.
My cousin,
yeah, Jamila's gonna have to pop in and out. Yeah.
But like, if you know, you live on social media and stuff like that, you know, like it's one of those things. Like for Valentine's Day, you might get a teddy bear and a nice heart-shaped pizza and some wine, and that might be good enough for you. And you go on the internet and you see some guy buying his girl a brand new car and like giving her keys to like, you know, whatever, an estate or something. Like, and you're like, damn, like I'm not there. You know what I mean? Like social media just really does a lot. And like I said, like it's not the same. You know, like our grandparents were kind of like the last generation to really have that like ride or die love instilled in them, right? So like we learned unconditional love, let's be real, not from our parents. We learned it from our grandparents. You know me, I'm always gonna take it to the generational stuff. You know me, I'm always gonna go back. But you know,
the comments are going crazy.
What's everyone got against sex ed? I'm sorry.
Listen. I was my son now, Rhino.
Alright, go on. Take the floor, man. Take the floor.
Listen, I could agree that everyone's equally as bad. You feel me? And like there like times right now, it's different right now. You feel me? Like you got the sexy reds, you got these type of females promoting, finessing guys and doing all sorts of these type of things. Because when we deep it, when we have our and let's be real, a lot of influence is coming from social media and the type of music stuff. You get what I'm saying? Because females always used to have the thing where guys were rapping about F females and fucking these girls and having these type of you know all of those type of things. Now I feel like females are taking it into their own hands now, and they're running their own games. So I feel like I ain't gonna lie, it's true. Like
so we didn't have Lil' Kim back in our day, and like
of course you had Lil' Kim, but you also there was more like R&B was more of a thing. You feel me? It was more about people singing about loving each other and how much they want to love someone. You feel me? Now, listen, you got people leaving Pound Town. You got people. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Sexy Red, bro.
Yeah, I dig it, man. I'm not gonna say nothing yet. Let me go to Jamila. Is your mic good? And big up Chinks in the building as well. My guy FaZe, you know. I'm gonna put his socials in the chat as well. And obviously everyone on the panel, Jamila, Firms, Jadakiss, Alyssa, as always, you know, big up. I'm gonna go through the comments in a minute.
Jamila's my cousin. What up, Jamila?
Yeah, that's what where's my cousin in here?
This is my guy. Come on, this is my guy. This is my guy.
This is the bad influence of social media talking about F females. This is the bad influence right here. Yeah.
We can't blame.
Hey, listen, music, and like, guys as well. Obviously, now you can become a member of my channel. If you want to become an MG VIP member, click the link in the description. Yeah. Feel free to send through your super chats, you know, and we're rolling, man. I appreciate it. But listen, Miller, you know what? Actually, cool. Let me make this interesting. Since you've made an accusation, FaZe, what are we saying, man? Who's harder to date?
Well, I only date women, so I've only got one perspective.
Women are harder to date.
This is funny because there's a big passer that was expected, and everyone is joined and been mature, and so this balance. So
No, because do you date women or do you sleep with them? There's difference. Do you date or do you link girls and sleep with them? That's different.
I'm very selective with who I date. So I don't. I've slept with more people than I dated. So dating's quite easy for me. I feel like I'm speaking from a privileged perspective. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, I just looked to the right. There's something over there.
Like, what? What did you say? That's why men are harder to date. You like what you just said is the point that she was trying to prove earlier. Like, y'all be out here and sleep with whoever y'all want and do whatever you want with no type of commitment, no type of.
So you guys don't do that too, no?
Is it just me or does it sound laggy?
Do you think girls got time to be sleeping around?
You might have to pop in and out phase still.
I do that now. I do that.
Yeah. Say that again, Miller.
Bro, you're awkward because time.
Oh, your mic. Yeah, it might be your connection. If you're on Wi-Fi, switch to mobile. If you're on mobile, switch to Wi-Fi.
I'm on mobile data.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it might be the reception in your room still or wherever you are.
All right, cool. Let me jump on Wi-Fi and come back on.
Yeah, cool.
You got me mad awkward, like with all the cousins and brothers and that. What is this? Anyway,
it's cool. It's all family.
Yeah, like
you know, she doesn't realize he watches every show, so I don't. Whatever she said is documented.
Crazy.
Let me go through the comments quickly, actually, Alyssa, quickly before they start getting completely overwhelming. Ride 26, big up Rhino, and it's harder to date women for most guys, I'd say, as there's enough girl out there finessing guys, but as men, we also have to take accountability for our responsibilities. I hear that. Where are we? Let's start from over here. Smurf is saying big facts. Aaliyah saying men did it for so long, now women level the playing field, so she agrees with Jadakiss. Magpies is just making one of these little classic jokes.
Yeah, always.
I blame Sexy Red. Aaliyah saying blame Drake's. 1 minute Sexy Red, 1 minute is Drake. Wacky saying, oh, Drake's. Oh, Smurf saying blame Wacky. Tell us more, Smurf. Tell us more. I want to know what Wacky's on still. I'm not actually Wacky. I know what you're on, you know. Certain comments you made in previous shows, I know what you're on, my bro. Nobody wants to date anymore. It's always stipulations. Yeah, I hear that. Music definitely plays a role. That's what Aaliyah says. Stephanie, as always, big up Rhino on the panel. Love Steph, always, man. Always showing support. That's one of my mods as well. Samantha saying, what's up? Big up Samantha in the building. Aaliyah says, women are emotional, men don't show emotion. Jada saying, I don't think men see the value of dating. They just wait until a girl seems different. Interesting. Let me start that one. I'm going to go back to that one. So it's easier to be and want in a relationship with women. Okay.
I don't know who said that.
That's true, but that goes back and forth. You know what? Yeah, let me set the tone right now because I feel like everyone's scared to talk. Listen, yeah. Let me say something.
I don't want to talk.
It's a fact. Yeah, I'm going to talk a fact right now. And if you lot disagree, then maybe it might be an opinion that I think is a fact, but I think it's definitely a fact because we've spoke about it in many shows. And what females forget to do, and I know Chinks will understand this, you guys get lost in the points and forget the whole context of everything. So let's say we was talking about something and then it builds up and then we say another point that triggers you. You forget the context of that point because what we said triggers you so much. But then if you look at the whole picture, you understand, oh, okay, you know what Randall's saying actually makes sense. But you lot are very easy to trigger, and it's going to happen right now. Yeah. Listen, as men, we have to work for you. We have to work for you. Guys can walk out the door and get you're valued. Yeah, is that true? Am I wrong or right with that?
Absolutely not. But okay. You can continue your point.
Okay, so it's funny enough you said that. You know, I'm going to quote something you said. Don't play with me, Alyssa. Alyssa, do you remember a conversation? Do you remember a conversation we had? Yeah.
They make me laugh.
No, it's cool, yeah, because you like if you guys watch previous shows, you know what she's saying. But listen, do you remember saying that men have to basically fight for their rights? So to entertain a woman, men have to work for it. To prove that they're good in a workspace, men have to have like the quality. Do you know what I mean? Remember we had that kind of conversation. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So can you not say that if a man has to work to get the woman's attention, does that not mean that the woman's harder to date from the jump because he has to impress her. No. Yes or no? Okay, no. Tell me why it's not.
Because if a man, as a man, you can impress a woman.
Don't stutter.
That's cool. That's cool. As a man, you can impress the woman, right? But once you're with her, that woman could be like just difficult. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like women are harder to date just because they are more emotional. Like,
so you are agreeing with me then?
I think women are harder to date. I think men, for the most part,
mighty immature of you. I must say that's extremely mature.
Mighty, extremely.
Well, the thing is that for men, right? As I feel like men are more. They're just more complex, right? So like with men, it's
no. Don't start doing that now. We're more logical and you're more emotional.
You guys are very what you see is what you get. So like, if you come into a man's life, right, and he has the same routine, he wakes up, he calls his mom, he goes to work, he comes home, you're kind of just putting yourself in his life and you're kind of just now making his life a little bit easier, right? So if you understand the man that you're dating him is not really hard if he's a routine type of guy, right? Mm-hmm. So with women, I just feel like it's a little bit different. Like women are a little bit more scatterbrained than men are. Okay. You know, like they're day to day. I think they're affected by a little bit more. You know, like men don't wake up and think about an argument that they had the night before. You guys are really like, you guys are able to kind of like shake things off a little bit better. Even with your friends and your guy friends, you guys get into an argument at the bar or something doesn't go right. As long as it doesn't escalate to like a certain point, you guys pretty much move forward. Women aren't like that. You know, we'll tell you we're okay.
All right, cool. Sorry. Let me just pick on that point. Sorry to cut you off respectfully. So why does it seem that, why do women clash with each other more than men clash with each other? If I've got a problem with one of my homeboys, I'm going to tell him, bro, I don't like what you did. Whereas when a female's got a problem with her homegirl, she's going to go and tell the other homegirl, I don't like homegirl. You guys are not straight. You guys play with these games.
You lot are not straight either. You lot are not straight.
No, we are way more straight. With men to men, we are straight. We're more straight than women are with their female. That's why you guys prefer male friends. That's why. Because you guys don't have the whole clashing and...
No, go on, tell me.
No, the reason why I feel like I've grown up around boys, so I prefer men more. And girls, I just can't take it. Like...
Why though? Explain why you can't take girls.
So you're in agreement with him then, basically?
Yeah, that's what they keep doing. They say they don't agree, and then when they say their point, it's like, oh, you agree.
No, but to a certain extent, like girls, yeah, like you can meet a girl, yeah, she don't know you from nowhere, yeah, she already don't like you. Do you understand?
Right, that part.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you haven't done anything to her, you know, she just don't like you, or you've chilled with boys that she's chilled with, so she feels away. Do you understand? And from Towsall days, I've never just liked girls were my thing. I'm not gonna lie.
That's one point for us then, isn't it? That's a point for us.
Yeah,
no?
There you go.
No, but let me tell you, hold on.
Ding.
Yeah, you can have that, but let me tell you as well, yeah, like even growing up, yeah, like you just said, she's my cousin, innit? So, like I said, I grew up with boys that are dogs as cousins, brothers. Like, you know, all like I've never seen one successful relationship out of all of my cousins. It's either one girl to another girl, family get-togethers as another girl. Like, there's always a different girl at a different occasion. So I just know, like, I'm being honest. I'm actually.
You're not talking about me, are you? You're not talking about me, are you?
No, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about in general. Okay. With you, we'll start with that's a different topic for another day, yeah? Well, you know when you lot said social media, yeah? Chinks is the right person you got on here, because he talks about effing girls, doing this to this girl, not taking girls serious.
I'm not that
yes, graphic. You do.
I'm not that graphic.
He goes on podcasts and talks about he'll take man's girl from my house. Like, listen to him.
I said she came to me. Exactly. I didn't say I picked her up. I said she came to me. That's different.
Exactly, but he's as bad as her. He's still sleeping with someone's woman.
Okay, but seriously, hold on. But that You guys are talking about friendliness, okay? Because guys, you men are not that friendly either. It's not like you could just have a homeboy like somebody's homeboy walk into your crib and like you never met this guy and you're okay with that. Like you guys are kind of weird too upon meeting people. So I don't know, that whole girls don't like girls, and I think that's kind of the same on the balance, because I don't feel like
I don't think so
open and trusting like that.
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Just lady speak. Where are you from?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm from New York.
Yeah, it must be different there, because we don't. I've spoke to men and strangers for hours, and then we're a bit more friendly to each other. As long as we're not from opposing areas, or we have.
Oh, there you. But I mean, it's still a friendly thing. Like I'm cool with a female. Like right now, right? I can walk in and chill with Jamila and Jada, and we could chill.
Nah, I can't lie. New York females are different, bro. The American females are different. Aggressive. That's why when we do the UK versus US, you guys are gonna learn a lot. Because I played GTA RP, and in the last 3 months, I've learned so much. And their thought phase, the way they think is scary, bro. That's why I understand why all the men there are D-heads. I get it now. Because the females, bro. Anyway, we're gonna talk about it anyway, but cool. I've taken in what everyone's saying, innit? Let me read Jada's comment. It says men are supposed to court women. Yeah. Let me give you the definition of court. Yeah. Let me give you the definition. I want to give you the proper definition.
Do you agree with that though?
I agree with it, because then nothing happens, and energies. You can't just meet a guy and just end up sleeping with him. There's energies. Like you have to get to know the person. You have to kind of you can't just.
I don't know about that, because I don't court women and I do quite well, to be honest. So I don't.
Big up Leon in the building. Big up my guy Leon, as always.
What's good? What have I missed, man? Fill me in.
We've got the light skin cast today. I just clocked. This is crazy. The light skin cast is winning right now.
I think back to the subject matter. I think if we're being mature, it's about what's easier in dating, isn't it? So if you have a horse in this race, it's because you've dated and it's not been successful, isn't it? And you can be childish and not take accountability, but you've made a mistake and selected the wrong person, then, ain't you? Because my dating life's been rosy, because I'm very particular with who I choose to date. Who I choose to sleep with is a different argument, but who I choose to date. So my dating life is a walk in the park, really and truly. So if you're dating loads of men and it's not working, what's the common denominator?
I hear that.
Leon.
Working, though, I don't get it.
You know what though? It's harder for women sometimes. Though,
do you have a wife? Do you have a partner?
I have a partner now.
Yeah. So how long have you been with your partner? I don't get
it. It's fair. I say about a year.
And he didn't court her in any way.
No, not really. We met while we were out.
Wait, let me give you the definition, because there's so many definitions. It says, be involved with someone romantically with the intention of marrying. He was courting a girl from neighboring the farm or whatever. Pay special attention to someone and attempt to win their support or favor. Do you know how strong that is?
I'm not doing all of that, because I only like people that like me, because I like an easy life. I think if you set up a premise where you're always trying to impress someone, that's an uphill struggle, and that's not easy. Do you know what I mean? If someone's not giving me the attention I'm giving them and it's not mutual, why am I chasing them?
Right.
Maybe I see too much value in myself. Maybe I see too much value in myself. Maybe a lesser man could do that. But if you treat someone like a star, they're going to treat you like a fan, no?
I agree with that. Jada, put your response in the chat, what you think. But let me finish off what you're saying. I want to hear what Leon's saying. If she, so men are supposed to court women. If she gives into you too quickly and ends up sleeping with you, you label her as easy. Too long, and you think she believes she's too nice. We can't win. Interesting.
People don't like the nice guy.
Leon, let me hear your input, man. Welcome on the show, man.
What have I missed, man? Fill me in. What do you want to talk about?
So far, everyone's kind of saying it's both. I think it's cap. I can't lie. I just think it's complete cap. I think women are harder to date. I can see how men can be difficult as well, as I understand that. But for me, I'm going to get into it after. I just want to hear everyone's points of views, and then we're going to go into it properly. But let me hear your point of view. Do you agree? Do you think it's a level playing field? Do you feel like, it sways to one side more than the other?
You're talking majorities, isn't it, Carl? Basically, that's what you're talking in this conversation, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's hard for me because I judge people on an individual basis. So the kind of energy I put out, the kind of energy I put out there, I attract that kind of energy back. Do you know what I'm saying? I find it easy to qualify and find the woman that I would like to spend time with, and I'm not. I don't know, man. Like everybody's got a past, but nowadays I'm 30 plus in it. I'm not thirsty in it, so I'm just chilled.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get that chilled energy back in it. Very much similar to Chinks. I was picking up that energy from you as well, man. You just, you know what I'm saying? You part of the universe gives you back, law of attraction in it. But on a whole, the modern woman now is very much harder than the modern man today. I'll be real with you, because they have a lot of demands. But obviously, it'd be interesting to find out what I can see someone frowning as well. Jadakiss frowning crazy. But it'd be interesting. Is that just your normal? Is that the normal? Yeah, just chilling. Yeah, cool. It'd be interesting. I'm joking. It'd be interesting to hear. It depends on your experience. So it'd be interesting to hear what you lot think. Like what kind of expectations you have when you're courting someone. Like, are you materialistic, or are you just happy with the person, or like, what do you expect from the guy in it? So let me hear from you lot.
Okay, you know what? Let me get Firms in the building because I know he's going to be in and out. Firms, I'm not sure how much of the conversation you've picked up and whatnot, but I definitely want to hear your opinion. Are you here, yeah? Okay, it might not be here, yeah. It might be AFK. So Jada says here, women know what they want, but we have to drag it out of men, whether it's marriage or having children. Interesting. Aaliyah says here, I personally feel women give up more to be with a man. Okay. So why wouldn't a woman be difficult to protect her? Cool. Is it safe to say women care more? Okay. I see where you guys are going with this. Females have fake energy towards each other with Insta, and especially when you go partying, clubbing and raving, you see it all. And that's what I'm saying. That fake energy, I feel like it doesn't come from anywhere, because I want to go back to the conversation we had about who lies more. And obviously we were talking about the fact that both male and female lie. But then I just feel like women are better liars. Like a guy will just get caught lying and cool, you know. But the fact you can be better liars, now I have to factor in, why are you better? Now I have to look at calculated. Why are you now calculated? All of that is red flags to me. If you're now going to be calculated into how you lie, that just shows a personality trait that is like, okay. So when it's convenient for you, you're going to lie. You feel me? And these females said it live, you know. They said things like, I believe you were there. I believe you were there, Jamila. I believe you were there.
No,
you guys said,
I did not. Listen,
quote me if I'm wrong, yeah? If I'm wrong, misquote me, but you guys said specifically, Jamila, you was there, you said guys lie over petty things. Did you not agree with that?
Yeah, you do. Yeah? You lie over silly
things. Yeah, let me land. You said we lie over petty things and females lie about more serious things. Did you not say that? Yes or no? Forget the context.
Yes,
that's what you said. Yes or no?
Did.
Okay, yes, so if you have the heart to lie about something so serious and you don't have the empathy to feel what the guy's going to appreciate the guy's feelings, that is calculated and that's wrong.
No, but we were saying you would like to protect his feelings. We were saying to lie to protect.
No, don't try that.
What about lying for what you want though? Women lie for what they want as well. So
yeah, absolutely. And also, okay, wait. Hold on, Jamila. Let me just finish that one point, yeah, and then you guys chime in. Jamila, did you say that? So is it right to lie to protect the other person, yeah? Yes or no?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the situation.
Okay, but that's what men do all the time. If they cheat on you, they're gonna tell you a lie to protect the fact that you're gonna be hurt. So what if it's right? Then what do you
can lie the first
okay,
time,
but yeah, they cheat again, but they don't tell you to protect you though. They're not telling you to protect you. So if it's right, is it right then? Is it right for us to lie to protect you guys? Is it right?
It's not lie. It's not okay to lie.
What if I'm gonna affect your mental health? I'm gonna lie to.
Wow.
If I have to be worried about your mental health, about telling you the truth,
then I'm gonna lie.
We shouldn't be in a relationship, because that means that you are not emotionally. You're not. No, absolutely not. If I can't be honest with you without worrying if you're gonna go drive off of a bridge, we should not be in a relationship.
So hold on, as big and as motivational speaker as you are, and as mature as you are, Alyssa, that's really your narrative you're running with.
Absolutely, because you have to have some type of emotional intelligence. You have to have some type of emotional maturity. How can you deal with someone?
All those big buzzwords are fine, but is it it's actually better to lie to someone than be honest?
Why would you want to be with someone who you can't be honest
You're
with?
tiptoeing.
No, I'm being serious.
They're saying, shh, don't wake up the person.
I was when you Sorry,
all jokes aside, first of all, no, and okay, big words, whatever you want to say, that's fine.
No, but I never said that. I said buzzwords because I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude, so I apologize.
At the end of the day, your relationship is only as strong as your foundation, and if your foundation is already built on walking on eggshells and not being truthful with your partner, then where are you going to be in the next year if you make it to the next year? Where are you going to be in 2 years? Or if you can't be honest with the person you're with, what's the point of being with them?
Okay, so are you telling
why are
me
you
that
doing stuff to have to protect their feelings? If you really care about somebody, you're not putting yourself in a position. No, if you really care about somebody, you're not putting yourself in a position to have to apologize to them, because before you go do whatever it is that you're going to do, that you're going to go apologize for it, that's already premeditated. You should already be thinking about your partner if it's that serious of a commitment. You should already be thinking about your actions. You shouldn't not be thinking, and then you go and you do something and then it's now, oh, let me apologize for it. Like, especially when it comes to cheating.
I agree with you in that, but what Jamila's point was, she was saying that sometimes it's okay to lie because of people's mental health. And I thought you was agreeing with her in a way, but then I see now that your statement isn't the same as that, because you said if your foundation is not built on trust, there's not.
No, really but I feel like, sorry, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, cool, because sometimes you go into a relationship, yeah, and people go through things, yeah, and someone's mental health might not be exactly where they are. If there's something I feel like can trigger that person, or I feel that's gonna, me telling the truth is gonna affect it, I would lie.
Like
so what, is that sorry, go on.
Like what though? Like what is gonna affect me so bad or trigger me so bad within our relationship that you can't be honest with me? Because you not being honest with me is what's gonna trigger me.
So we're on the same side, and we're on the same side then, because I think lying is wrong, even as a man who's lied previously, and I know it's wrong, but if do you genuinely want what's best for someone if you're lying to them?
No.
Or are you being selfish?
I feel like if it's going to protect them, yes.
Yeah, but then the fact that they're with someone, the fact that you're with someone like that who you're doing that to repeatedly, I don't think that's taking accountability, because if you was being honest, you should have just, what's the word? Is it tough love? You know, like you just tell them the truth and let them deal with it. Lie, because I thought we were gonna have I think we're arguing different points. I thought the men would be arguing to lie and the women would be arguing to not lie, but it's completely up. It's harder to date women because this is crazy. I'm lost.
No, I just feel like, sorry,
this is an analogy in itself. It's crazy.
So you're on mute, Jadakiss. Go on, you're on mute.
Yeah, go on, Jay. Yeah, you've been a bit quiet, man. Speak up. How are you feeling about this whole conversation based on the last 5-10 minutes? What's your thoughts?
Personally, just going back to the question in general, in terms of who's harder to date, I feel like it comes down a lot to morals and things like that. And going back to what I said earlier, I feel like for a long period of time haven't valued high morals, and I feel like women nowadays are moving the same way. So that's why it's eating out the playing field in terms of us both being hard to date. Because women definitely don't have morals nowadays, but men have been not having morals, and I feel like women are like that. They're sick of being of the way men are. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So let me ask you a question. So what sample size do you gather the fact that men have more? Where's your proof that men used to have less morals than women, and now women are just even in the playing field? What is it? Your experiences? Is it your friends' experiences? Elaborate, because I want to ask you something specifically.
Probably to do with what I see just in general. From growing up and now and stuff like that. I feel like it's a lot to do with social media as well. I don't just go on social media because a lot of it's a facade. Like a lot of it's showing you exactly what people are on, and a lot of girls are on crazy shit right now, and they
okay. Can I ask you something, sir? Sorry to cut you off.
They're doing dark stuff.
So,
and they're moving the same way that men have been moving. I've got 4 brothers. I've got boy best friends. I know how men have been from the and I know for a fact women now probably darker. To be honest, I can't lie, but you lot started it. That's all I'm gonna say. You lot
all right, cool. So there's another point now you've made that I want to address as well. The first one, did you agree with me that women are better liars than men? Did you agree on that point that I made?
Yes. I think they I think they choose not to.
Agree to choose. I didn't.
Oh, you see, you think you're slick. You think you're smart, then. Wow. How convenient is that? How convenient is that? You lot are better liars, but you just don't lie as much. That's too convenient for me. That's like me saying that I'm a thief. But when I walk in the store, I'm not going to steal nothing. But I'm a great thief.
Let me ask you something right here.
Capable of lying. We're all capable of lying.
Go on, Leon.
Let me ask you something. Does that mean that do the women in the chat here feel like women are better at having the uncomfortable conversation overall than guys are, or are guys better at having the uncomfortable conversation? Because that's what Chinks was saying, basically, that it's like that uncomfortable convo, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. When I feel like we prefer to have that uncomfortable conversation, but once it starts getting emotional and it starts getting personal, then you're gonna start hearing the nails flick out and the hair flicking. That's the issue. We need to separate
lying and having an uncomfortable
situation. They know what women are like. They know that we're emotional, so they don't like.
But lying and having an uncomfortable conversation is different. It's not the
all right, cool. We're going off tangent. I'm going to stick to the one thing first, and we're going to go back to that. So the reason why I wanted to analyze the point of if that women can lie better than men, it just proves to me that women have just been doing the same thing. It's just now open. They're just now confident enough to put it out there. That's what I think. All these sexy reds, city girls, and whatever made the hidden females that were doing it for a long time just more comfortable with it. You feel me? People, I feel like social media has such a.
What you're saying as well, though.
Actually, yeah, you even chime in because you haven't really spoke. You spoke. You go.
Obviously, in this day and age right now as well, I feel like it's a thing where a lot of females are good independently now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They feel like they don't need men. So when it's like that now, it's like obviously before it was kind of like like what can you bring to the table kind of thing, but females can actually set up their own table and be good. To get what I'm saying, so I feel like that's what makes it kind of harder for them as well, because obviously they got a bit more better quality now. You feel me? Like certain females are earning a bit more, like way more than certain guys, and you feel me? So there's also that level as well. You get what I'm trying to say? So
no, I do. I agree with that, because the woman is the one who gets pregnant, right? She, the man pursues his career. He continues to go to school or work or whatever, right? And what happens to the woman's dreams, right? She ends up in the house taking care of the kids, all of that extra stuff. In this day and age, that's not really, women aren't playing that. They're more like, I could pay my own bills. I can go to school. Shit, I could take care of my family and my kids by myself. What is it that you do for me?
I think that's such cap.
It's not cap.
It's not.
I wouldn't say it's cap.
All of them rights and all of this stuff about what women can do and how they don't need men is based on the back of what men have done. Do you know what I mean?
One thing I'll say, bro. The reason why I don't agree with that, because that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about now in this day and age specifically, bro. It's not even just going to school, bro. People can. I've seen single parents making mad money with TikTok, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, but you're talking about but that's in a society that's designed by a man. If every man started to go on Wicked and started taking away everything from women and women's rights, and men in unison decided that, who's going to stop us?
I hear that, but I don't think that was her point still.
No, I just think the roles have...
Eradicating the man that the man's useless and no man is needed, when what you're talking about...
No one ever said the man's useless. We're just saying
that don't make sense.
We didn't say the man's useless. We're just saying,
is that men don't show up.
If you don't need something,
women have to show up for themselves, and then men get mad when the woman says that she doesn't need the support from the man and does it herself. When you guys don't show up for us, how we need y'all to show up in the first place.
You wouldn't. I think this is all irrelevant, because saying a man don't need a woman is like saying a woman don't need a man. We all need each other, because none of us would be here without a man. Need each other. 100%. We'd all be sitting in our dad's balls. Do you know what I mean? So
100%.
That's procreate.
All right, cool. Let Chinks finish. Let Chinks finish what he's saying, yeah, and then we're gonna go to Jamila, and then we'll go back to Alyssa.
Sorry, Firms.
Oh no, Firms. Okay, let Firms go, and then we'll go to Jamila.
No. I'm obviously in some way I'm agreeing with bro. I'm still agreeing with him, but obviously at the same time, like obviously we do need each other, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, like obviously I don't want to get too much into it, but at the end of the day, men and women, we need each other. You feel me? That's standard. We need each other. That's
because I'm tired of hearing women. Like I know women who live in council houses and that will diss their baby dad because he lives with their mum, and the only reason she has a council house is because he fucked her. Like, do you know what I mean? Let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. We're all both useful to each other.
Can I say something?
Do you know?
Can I say something?
We are all useful to each other, 100%. I think that's
guys. Can I say something though?
Yeah.
And then why is it only our culture? I don't see white people or Chinese people or all these other cultures saying, I don't need no man. Like, why is it only us?
Okay, can I say something? But can I say
the only race
can I say
propagating this fuckery?
My family's half white and my mum is the exact same way.
Okay, then. So that's one. Does anybody else have anyone else? Because the narrative I see online is majority black women and black people of black culture.
Can I say something though?
Of course.
Can I say something though? You don't need to understand. I feel like, yes, we both need each other, yeah? But you need to understand that the times changed. Girls can get themselves. Yes, we're not saying that we don't need a man, but we can get it. Like, we don't need you lot to do a lot of things that you lot feel like you needed to do.
But Jamila, why is it always set like just because you guys can do it now? The narrative is always we don't need you guys. It's always that.
I didn't say that. I didn't say. There's no time that I say that. I'm just saying that a lot of men have not been able to do what they need to do. So women now have taken their place and done it themselves. A lot of men also, they like when you're doing something for a woman or that you lot feel like you have this. I don't know, you lot feel like you've got this power, like, I've done this for you, so no one owe you nothing. Now we're doing it for ourselves. There's a problem. And it's because the black man turns down a black woman. That's why the narrative of more times you only see black women talking about black men. That's why.
So, wait. Let me let Alyssa go. I'm gonna ask you something.
So from the beginning of time, right? Men were the protectors. They hunted. They did all of that stuff. Women were nurturers, stuff like that, right? So I think, it's just kind of ignorant to not think about real life situations of like how some of women in history and stuff like that did stay loyal to the idea of marriage and stuff like that, but their men were abusive, they were womanizers, they were gamblers, they were alcoholics, drug addicts, so at the end of the day, I think that we also don't see how strong women kind of have to be because of that. Men are the protector. We need the man, right? So for generations before us, when it wasn't equal and the man controlled everything, it was the women's job to just shut up and take it. And what has happened over time is that that's not a thing anymore. If you can't show up and be a good dad, if you can't show up and be a good spouse, if you can't control your finances, keep your hands to yourself, maintain a job, then there is no need for you in our space, not in our existence, just not in our space. You do not contribute anything but a headache. You bring down our finances. You're beating our asses. You have kids in the house and you don't even know what size shoe they wear or what time they wake up for school or what cereal they eat. What do we need you for? That is the point. So when you guys stop showing up emotionally and as men and you stop acting in your alpha, then there's no choice but the woman to step up. And then once it becomes a narrative of, well, I take my kids to school. I know what they wear. I pick them up. I do this. I birthed them. I brought them into the world. Okay, your sperm did it. Okay, congratulations.
So is it a one-way thing? So a man has to do all of this stuff just to be relevant for you. But if the woman's not doing none of the stuff you require, you still must fulfill all these standards. Is it only a one-way thing?
It's a 50 because that's what I'm trying to say. As we're talking about the man showing up and why women feel so empowered.
But why am I going to show up for someone who's not showing up for me?
Are you not the head of your household? Are you not the man?
Are you not the woman? Are you not the woman?
No, but
wait.
We can all do that.
Wait. No, Chinks has got Chinks. Wait. Let me just say something quickly. Yeah, Chinks has actually got a point. Wait. Let me explain it because maybe the way he's delivering it, you're not reading between the lines. Listen to this. What did I say earlier? You guys stick to certain facts, and then the emotions start coming. Alyssa's starting to show emotion. She's starting to, connect to certain things that might be personal to her, or personal to what's happening around her. Cool. So we can't isolate one situation or a group of males that have let their females down and then judge a whole male race like that. That's what you guys are doing. Wait. No, wait. Because there's so many great fathers out there. There's so many men that and there's so many deadbeat mums out there. So your narrative now, this is how you messed up, Lissa. 1 minute you said we don't do this, we don't know what the child's gonna eat, whatever. Then you said, are you not the man of the house? Which I'm confused. Like, what you're asking us if we're the man of the house? So what do you expect the man of the house to do? Doesn't the man in the house
should I tell
provide...
you statistics, yeah?
Wait. I just want to understand what the man in the house does. What's the role of the man in the house? Just so that I'm not...
That's what ruins relationships, is the roles. There is no such thing as
you're mad flip-floppy, You say something and then you get a point and then you just backtrack. You mind your Achilles heel. Because you backtrack so quickly.
I guess I'm not backtracking.
Because you're the one who said you don't know the shoe size, you don't know the cereal, you don't. Now you're saying that's the problem. It's roles.
Yeah, but because you like sense. What you said, you're like, oh well, what's the women? What's a role for you for the women? What, cook, clean, and fold your clothes? That's what your woman is for you.
I didn't say that.
You're offended by women actually going.
You gave us the role first. You gave us the role. You gave us the role. You gave us the role. I didn't give you the role. You gave us the role.
Yeah, I go on, Fems. I know what it is to be in a relationship.
Go on, Fems. Go on, Fems.
All of that, the shoes, all of that type of stuff as well. Yeah, I feel like that's the problem today, bro. Like,
there you go.
There's a few people that there's a few women out there that are great single parents and they're dealing with that stuff, but then when they're hearing these type of stuff, you're seeing it on social media. Certain females start forcing that now. Do you get what I'm saying? Where they start Xing out the man out of the whole equation because they feel like they can run it themselves, and it don't make any sense. Because
you don't see the bigger picture.
You don't see the bigger picture. But that's a fact though, because now what happens?
Can I say something? No.
Let Firms land and then we'll go to you, Jamila. Go on, Firms.
You have to understand that all of that type of stuff, it trickles down. Now, if I speak to any female right now and you ask them, they'll be like, no, I could do it myself, man. I'm an independent female, you feel me? I could do it myself. But at the end of the day, it's like that type of mindset, you're carrying that. So even when you're with a man, if he messes up once, or maybe he don't know the shoe size, but then he might make up for it in other things. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Who wants to be around that firm?
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Who wants to be around someone who's constantly reinforcing that I don't need you?
That's what I'm saying. That's not good.
I'm so glad you said that, Alyssa, because this is what the big problem is. Yeah, a lot of men, when they have children with women, they try and make it work. Because obviously, if you have a child with someone, you want it to work. You want to have a family unit. You might make mistakes or whatever, but at the basis of it, you want your family to work. Like, do you get what I'm saying? We all want that. We all want that. But then if you're in a situation where you're not feeling need, like I've seen this with so many of my brethren, their baby mum and them are on the rocks, and then they start separating. And then the man will start to see his child without being with his baby mum. And then the moment a man has that epiphany moment, like, hold on, I don't have to be with this woman to see my youth. The relationship's done. Because it gets to the point where we don't even like being around you, and we don't like you because you're so difficult, because this society has made you up to feel so strong. You get your benefits, you get your council house, you don't need us. So why am I here in a situation where I'm undervalued and not appreciated? Why would that be stupid? That's bad for my men.
We're saying we don't need you, and you're offended that you're saying women don't need you. That's the point. You just said
women can't.
You can't say something, and then I say something to counteract your point, and then when I finish speaking, say that's the point, when my point was directly against your point. That doesn't make sense.
It does. It absolutely does.
This all stems from you labeling roles. And then when I said, hold on, what about your roles? You said roles are what's wrong.
Roles as in what? Cooking and cleaning? Because we're talking about independent women.
Wait.
This is insecurity seems to be coming from. It's from women that feel that they're independent.
All right, listen, wait. Let me go back to this.
Oh, you heard that trigger word?
No, I want to go back to what Ben said. I want to go back to what Ben said.
The moment I put up boundaries and state something I don't like, they resort to calling me insecure. No, I'm actually so secure in myself that I'm putting boundaries in place of what I'm not willing to put up to. So that's the opposite of insecure. That's so triggery, where weak men might fall for that. How am I insecure? Because I'm saying what I don't want to put up with. Explain that to me. Because you just called me insecure. So how am I insecure?
It's an insecurity when men feel that they have to, that women can't be strong. Why can't women be strong and independent when they feel like men don't show up for them? I'm confused. I'm confused because we're talking about Xing out the man. So how are we jumping from so many different topics?
All right, cool. Let me dissect this a bit because I feel like the perspectives are getting a bit misconstrued. Yeah. So from what you said, Alyssa, Jada agrees with you. Yeah, she says she didn't give a role. She stated that men don't pay attention to the little things and it gets left on the women, but they aren't supporting the family. But when it went at the head, go on.
Because women love to do this. Because before it was about back in the day with the tradition when the woman stayed home and the woman done this.
I'm getting to that.
They highlight all the negative stuff about tradition, but when it's time for them to uphold the tradition, now it's modern. I don't need a man. It's just. If we're not going to stick to something, it's pointless because this is what happens. Because you see what the whole basis of it was when it's harder to date women than men because they don't stand on nothing because they constantly move the goalposts so they're not wrong. Whatever I say, you can revert back to it at the beginning or the end of the whole conversation, and I will say the same thing. You constantly keep moving the goalposts, so I can't even make a point because the moment I oppose you, you change it to something else, and then you have the audacity to say, "Oh, we keep moving, we keep going," when it's you doing it.
Yeah, you're doing the same shit.
And to elaborate that, and Faze, to elaborate your point, this is what happened the last. This is what happened the last conversation I had with them. Yeah, I think what was it when we was talking about who lies more? Everyone's the start of the chat. Everyone was on me, men. By the end of it, it was hold on, it's even, and I was like, hold on. What was all of that for? And then and then listen, remember what I said about females, yeah?
Remember what I said.
If I make you guys get lost in the symptoms and forget the cause of the whole conversation. So instead of looking at the solution of the let's quit a disease, you get lost in the symptoms. So let's say we're talking about, for example, I'm hungry. Instead of focus on the fact that it's hunger, you might talk about, oh, he's got a bellyache, or he's a bit grouchy. And then once I say he's grouchy, but I'm allowed to be grouchy when I'm hungry. But it's like I can't explain it. You lot focus on. You guys get lost in the context. Guys get lost in the points and forget the context of it, and then get triggered, and then you contradict yourself. And then when we go back to the whole base of the point, it's like, hold on. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you started off this thing. You guys are saying we gave a role, but we didn't give no one a role. You guys said you guys gave your own role. You guys gave your own role, and then you gave us a role with it.
What?
None of us.
He said what he said.
She wasn't washing food and the house was dirty. You're telling me you wouldn't look to a woman to be like.
But you are taking, you're isolating the negative guys. You're judging all guys like that, and then now you're saying that because let's say 50% of guys were like that. Now you're saying because 50% of guys were like that, the other 50% must be treated on that narrative. But that's not fair. That's not fair to the people. That's not fair to the people that do clean their house. So you're telling a man that there's yeah,
we talked
go
about
on.
Culture. So how is it that it's one-sided? Aren't we talking scenarios?
Because social media, like you guys said, is a facade. Social media is a facade. People are faking it. So why are we going to use that as an example of where our standards are?
Stop falling for the bait because you made the whole topic about a lion. Now she's talking about culture and all this stuff. Stop falling for the bait, man.
I'm saying that's the stuff that we included to use as points. We've been talking about that.
But that's not the point he's making now, though. So why is it relevant?
That's not the point.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I muted Jamila. Go on, Jamila.
Sam's made a point earlier on, that how social media and everything can like portray these girls that we basically encourage women to be single mums and say that we don't need men.
You're quoting me wrong. You are quoting me wrong. Man.
Well, that's what you said. Go on.
I did not say that specifically.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Can you clarify what you said? Clarify what you said, Firms.
Listen, I didn't just say females. I said.
And what did I say? You take one point and forget the context. That's what you do.
I'll explain it. I'll re-say what I said. Because I said. Obviously, back in the day, obviously, like I said, when men were doing the whole music and not even just men, when the whole music thing was around, there was a lot of certain things being said by men. You get what I'm saying? A lot of men used to disrespect females in their songs, even till now. Do you get what I'm saying? It still happens. Obviously, as men, we listen to that, and obviously certain guys might take in whatever. But obviously now you're starting to see way more female rappers start to be on the same scale as some of these big male rappers as well. So I'm saying, bro, at the end of the day, if when people used to turn around and say, oh, men are listening to this song, these songs, and they're being like this, it's encouraging the violence, it's making them treat women like this, it's making them call them hoes. Now all the Sexy Reds and all these Cardi B's are coming out now. I'm saying it's the exact same thing for the females now, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying that all of this stuff is just getting the women and all of that type of things. You feel me? It's the same thing.
And to elaborate what you're saying, Firms, before you go to that, it's just like this. And then you guys twist it and say we're complaining about you guys being independent. No, Sexy Red is degrading it, and we're complaining about the degrading of it. We're happy. You guys being independent makes a balance in the playing field, and we're happy about that. But when we're unhappy about the Sexy Reds and the Cardi B's doing the men ain't shit and whatever, but that's what I'm saying to you. Wait.
Talking about female.
That's all a facade, Rhino.
Because you were talking about.
Right, move on to the next point.
Okay, go on, Firms. I'm going to back my point. I ain't slipping. I'm going to back my point. Go on.
Bring it back to my point, no. But this is the same reason why I'm echoing the whole of these females talking about the independent thing and thinking that they could go in and raise a child by themselves and do all these things by themselves. It's because
we can.
No,
we can.
So just.
Of course you can. Of course, I'm not down that. I was raised by a single parent. But would it be easy if my dad was there?
Firms, can they really though? Because majority of stabbings, majority of all this stuff going, majority of people in prison are from single parent homes, which are raised by predominantly.
And you know what? I'm gonna.
You know are ridiculous. You lot are ridiculous.
One voice. Wait, Miller.
Okay, and I'm going to distribute that because this is what you do. Sorry, Firms.
Wait, Chinks. Yeah, let Firms land, and we're going to go back to Chinks and then back to Jamila.
I'll be open. I was raised by a single mom, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? I haven't gone to jail. I ain't done none of these bad things, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? My mom's done a perfect job. She raised 3 of us, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? But at the end of the day, there is certain things that me as a grown man now, I missed out not having a father there, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's not because my mom turned around and said, oh, she don't need my dad, but you don't have to understand that there is stuff that a female can't fill the gap with, bro. And the men has to be there. And it's as simple
and the
as
fact that you lot comfortably say we don't need you just shows the whole point we're trying to make.
Shows the whole point
you guys, exactly, gives you guys a boost. Yeah, we can do it ourselves. Why are you so proud?
Why are you so proud?
I'm not even to see. Sorry, Alyssa and Jamila, I'm trying to put you down, and I'm not trying to shit on your independence. What my argument is, you shouldn't have to do it by yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. Like in terms of society. So why are you arguing this narrative so much?
It's because it's 50-50 at the end of the day, and it's mature. It's about being mature, and you're getting triggered at the end of the day about again.
Thank you. Stop saying. Wait. Why do you say that? Why?
If a man is not showing up for the woman, if the man is not showing up
you do these
for
little
the
jabs. You do these little jabs in the middle of your sentence.
She should be able to. Period. Point blank.
And my argument is she shouldn't. Majority of men
in a piece of shit man.
A majority of people in prison are from single parent home. Majority of criminals are from single parent home. Majority of stabbings are from single parent homes. Majority of so much negative shit in our society from single parent homes. And it's like you can't see that the institution wants it to be this way, because that whole prison system and this whole keeping people down and promoting certain types of music and keeping certain people in a certain place, like it benefits a certain demographic. But instead of trying to see what we're saying, you just want to argue against us and stand on your independence. My mum's an independent woman. I'm not shitting on independent women. My mum should have.
No, you're missing the point because you're not listening.
You're not letting me finish. You're not listening to me now.
No, because you make no sense to me. Because that's not the whole point. And you took what I said. Wait,
Alyssa, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute, Alyssa. Did anybody else understood what I said?
I did.
So I think that's more of a you issue then. Because
I missed it. What did you say? Can you repeat?
Again, nobody said you were misunderstood. That wasn't my point. So when you're ready to know what my point was, we can continue the conversation.
My point wasn't against your point.
Heard you.
I wasn't opposing your point. I started saying was I'm not shitting on your independence.
My point just twist everything around. I know.
My point wasn't going against your point. All I'm saying is that you shouldn't have to. And you're saying that I'm not making sense when I got a
my point, because that's not my point.
Wait, have I finished speaking?
That's not my point, though.
My point
I'm not going to let you finish when you're not letting me get my point across. No, that's not the point.
I'm waiting for you to finish, though.
That's not the point.
Did I not wait for you to finish?
A woman does not need a piece of shit man. A woman does not need a man in her house.
When did I
can I say something? Hold on.
You do. Hold on, wait.
All right, wait. 1 second.
Wait. Just to highlight people being hypocrites. Wait, I never said you're triggered or stubborn. I never said that. You just said I never got your point. And then your defense was that a woman doesn't need a piece of shit man. When did I ever say a woman needs a piece of shit man? So you're not seeing my point. You're being a hypocrite.
No, I'm not. I just ignored you just now because you make no sense. So that was my point in the beginning.
Can I say something?
I make no sense.
Guys, can I say something?
When I started talking about
Jamila. After listen, Jamila, you go on. I want to hear from Leon because I want to see where Leon's going with all of this.
When I started talking about this conversation,
I let her finish, and then Jamila, you go on. Then we're going to hear from Leon.
Conversation started. No, I'm not contradicting myself because when I started this conversation, when we were talking about it was not needing a man in the house who wasn't contributing equally to the family, and women become independent because men aren't showing up for their families. That was the point.
And then Alyssa,
if you are a good man and you do your part and you show up for your family, then you should not be triggered by an independent woman because it should be 50-50 in your household.
But Alyssa, that's what I said.
You need a man.
But the thing is, it's not always that though. It's not always that though. Why do we always go to a thing where a lady's independent or she's by herself because of men?
Can I say something?
Some women that just don't want men to see their children. There's a lot of women out there that's like that. It's not always.
But that's not what the conversation was, Fems.
No. Hear what I said.
Exactly. That was not.
No.
But then the conversation wasn't about the deadbeat single fathers as well. It wasn't about that.
Deadbeat fathers.
Can I say something?
When I brought my point, I said the whole women being independent. I never said the reason why they're being independent.
I said this is gonna happen. I said that.
Deadbeat fathers and stuff like that.
Can I say something now? Can I say something?
Because it's being shown. That's what people. That's the whole trend right now.
Guys.
All right, cool. Jamila, you go, and then let me hear from Leon quickly.
Okay, cool. I agree with my cousin to a certain extent, yeah. But then I still agree with Alyssa on certain things as well. Because, yeah, the reason why I say this, yeah, yes, kids need 2-parent homes, yeah. A lot of kids need 2-parent homes. But a lot of parents end up in the position to be independent women because of men that walk out, men that don't look back, yeah? And that causes a woman now to have to do what she's doing. A lot of women do not choose to be single moms. Don't ever get it twisted. Do you understand? There is some women...
Sorry.
Not yet. There is some women that do choose to be single moms, I'm not going to lie, in a sense where they'll be like, fuck this, I don't want a man, I can do it myself, sperm donors. But no decent woman decides that she wants to go and be a single mom. You get put in that position. So all you can do now is be independent. And also you need to remember a lot of these men that are out here as well, yeah, they have been brought up by broken men or men that haven't been there, so they don't know how to be fathers. So they walk away and they do other things. So women are left to be independent. Women are left to do the roles that they need to do. And they feel like we don't need no man because we're left to do it.
All right, cool. I'm gonna
just to build on that
Chinks,
point,
you just quickly address that, and then we're gonna go to Leon.
So, what your statement is then is that the single parent household is the man's fault, is basically what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's just a man's fault, but I'm saying that a lot of men walk out and never turn back. A lot of men do not see their children if them and their baby mums disappear. Like they don't want to fight for their kids. That's some men. I didn't say all. Yeah.
All right. So cool. So I agree with you that there's men who are bad fathers that need to take more accountability for their actions and be there for their children. Can we agree on that? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's me taking ownership and accountability for men I don't even agree with because I look after my youth. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know that.
If you can be mature enough and take accountability for that, can some women start being more mature and accountable for who they choose to have kids with?
100%. I agree. I agree. But like I said, a lot of the times where you have kids with these men, you're not in the like, okay, cool. For instance, like, give me an example. If I was the person I am now, I definitely would have had a child with a man that I did before. Do you get it?
And I respect you taking accountability for that, because a lot of people don't.
It's about mindset. It's about growth. And I'm not the person that, it's like you attract what you, do you know what I mean? You get what you attract. And that's what.
All right, Jamila, sorry to cut you off. I want to hear from Leon about this whole thing, because Leon, big up Leon, he's a boxer as well. So when you guys are talking about jabs, I know you're thinking, right, you felt like he was in the ring for a second. You feel me? But go on. What do you take from all of this, and what's your conclusion? And then I'm going to go in with what I said at the start was going to happen, and how it's unfolded and whatever. We're going to talk about that. Go on, Leon, please.
Let me clarify. I'm not a boxer, but I work with boxers. Yeah, just not to. I think I'll stick up for Alyssa a little bit. I think when she made her point, yeah, all Chinks' points were valid. Yeah, he's right from a lot of the thing, because man get shamed and rare. But Alyssa, I don't think Alyssa really gave any context to what she said. It just kind of spiraled off. Do you know what I'm saying? Am I right, Alyssa? I don't think you gave much context. You just made a point, didn't you?
Yeah,
basically, yeah. But Chinks was right what he said. I think it's interesting when you were talking about the roles part. The roles is interesting to me because in a relationship, I believe you should be in sync. So it shouldn't be just you stay at home and do this and I stay and do this. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to. This is my opinion, but you should be able to like.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Just chatting. If your woman comes home and she's tired, you're cooking, yeah, there's nothing wrong with putting some extra food in the pan, and then you're cooking yourself anyway. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it needs cleaning. And
I agree.
You know what I mean? So I'm not the kind of guy really that believes in the traditional roles. I'm more like, do you know what I mean? I don't even care if my woman earns more than me. I'll be real with you. As long as she's winning, I'm winning. That's just the kind of guy I'm.
I'm going to address what I said about roles. Go on. I agree with you, though. Go on.
I think there's no wrong or right answer, but I think there's so many different circumstances. Like, I think the point that Chinks was saying about women blaming on guys and it's hard because a lot of women make the decision to have children with the wrong guy, but for a number of factors as well. Like they might be like they might be like start or mid-30s. They might rush it rather than being, do you know what I'm saying? Because their body clock's ticking. They might just think, the guy might just change as soon as the kid comes along. He might have been a different guy before that. Do you know what I'm saying? And vice versa with the guy with the woman as well. I know guys that have had kids with women.
Nod your head as well. Listen, nod it as well. Say,
yeah, but I know guys that have had...
No, I'm done talking because I can't even get my point across. I have a lot of single... My bad. Go ahead, Leon.
No, I'll finish up. I know vice versa. I know guys that have had kids with women and they've changed completely when they've had a child and when pressures have come on and stuff. So I think that... Yeah, man, it was the interesting points. I think that we need to stop blaming each other and just take care of what we do individually. And I think communicate effectively, and I think we'll see better things. But unfortunately, as well, yeah, within our culture, we are blamed for everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Black men and women are seen as aggressive in everything. And, do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's why I big up black couples, interracial couples that are doing their thing, because at the end of the day, yeah, we're setting a precedence for the next generation. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have it easy. So, but yeah, Alyssa, go. I know you're dying to. I can see you just brewing there, innit? Go for it.
Oh no, I'm fine. I have more single dad friends than I do have women friends that are single. You get what I'm saying? I know what it is to actually, I don't just talk out my ass. I know what it is to be around family dynamics and drug addicts and cousins being raised with cousins and sleeping on top of each other and everything else. I do. At the end of the day, my entire point was, and this is man or woman, if the person who is in your household isn't contributing to your mental, to your peace, to anything that it is that you are doing to elevate yourself, then they are not needed. So yes, a lot of women do say they don't need the man, because at the end of the day, right, if your man is coming home and he's cheating on you, what do you need that man for? It's in that aspect. Not saying let's just obliterate you guys from the existence of the earth. But when you put anyone, a man or a woman, in the position to be strong, don't get mad when they choose to be strong. That's all I
cool.
said. That's
it. Alyssa, cool. So I've taken everything you've said, yeah, and let me explain. Let me explain to you what's just happened. Not once today did any male in this panel put a role on the female. All the roles were given to the male. That's a fact. I'm telling you from now. That's number one. Cool. And I'm going to give an example. and then also, secondly, at no point at all did we curse a female and say women are BIs, whatever. Twice that's happened. We've been called what was the word? Pieces of shit in this conversation. We've been called. I'm just saying. I didn't say
you guys were pieces of shit. I said
okay, but I'm a man, and I'm a man.
Woman, that makes you feel better. There, so
next. But that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. At the start of the conversation, the whole thing was we don't need a guy, and then Chinks said a point, and then what did you say? Aren't you the man of the house? You've now titled him that he's the man of the house, so that means you have expectations for him being the man of the house. You've given him a role. So at no point did Chinks
actually listen.
No, that's what's happened. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. Leon, you're quite composed. Was I wrong?
I think maybe Alyssa said that, and please don't take this wrong or what I'm going to say is but I look at this is mad.
He's an enabler.
I look at I think we need to all leave and you two just go at it, man. Probably be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. I think that
she's already ignored everything I said, so there's no point.
No, it's cool, bro. Hey, everyone's entitled to think. I think that women always look. Majority of women look for a guy to lead anyway. So that man of the house thing might have come.
Okay, but piece of shit.
That's what I thought when she said that. Innit? Do you know what I mean? Not that she.
But that's what I'm saying.
But she might.
Okay, wait. You're backing my point, Leon. You said the majority of women will look for a man to lead. So therefore, what you said before about it being 50-50 and no one should have a specific thing means that you've given us the lead. You expect something from us. So that defies the whole point of the 50-50 thing. Because if I'm coming to a relationship and I expect the woman to be the lead, you guys can twist that and say, oh, so you expect her to do all the things in the house. But you've just said how majority of men expect women expect the men to be the lead. That shows that they've come into this thing saying men must do this. Therefore, you're giving us a title. Therefore, you're giving us a role. That's what I think.
Gave you a title.
No, but you just said
majority
it.
Of the time though as well, yeah. A woman naturally, her natural makeup is to look for stability anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what I'm saying though. So realistically, this is my thing. We can go back and forth all night. My whole point I'm trying to make is that at the end of the day, it needs to be 50-50. Alyssa made a point and she said that what she's grown up with, majority of them are single mothers and cousins, and the men ain't shit. So what Alyssa's done is take dads and whatever. Okay, cool.
Because you're saying I'm attacking men, but I said men.
Okay, no. Basically, what you said is that your experience. Okay, cool. I misquoted you. Sorry. What you basically said is that based on your experiences of what you've grown up with, you've seen a lot of deadbeat dads. Basically, within your experience, that's why. But you didn't mention any. You didn't relate to any. You summarized that at the end, but you didn't actually. You didn't use that as your point. Your point was.
You're fine.
Wait, Leon, am I wrong? Wasn't her point that all her cousins ain't shit? All the niggas in there, she's gonna all up. Wait, that was
her original point. Was it was the opposite way, which surprised me, and I've seen Chink surprised as well. She said,
"No, I'm not talking about." I'm not talking that. She did it after to backtrack. She did it after she did it after to even. Do you know what it's like? It's like me saying, it's like me going at females for 10 minutes. Then I say, oh, but it's even, man. Guys do it as well. I'm just trying to sugarcoat it a bit. So what I feel like has just happened, and even Jamila did it as well. All my brothers, I've got 5 brothers. All Jamila and Alyssa are doing is talking about their experiences, and then they're kind of using that to kind of fuel a bit of anger. And what did I say? Females get angry, start to get emotional, and then all of a sudden the points to start losing itself. The whole point we made at the start of this conversation, what Lisa said and what Jamila said, is it's 50-50. Then all of a sudden, 1 hour into the conversation, we're talking about, oh, if a man doesn't do this, the woman has to bounce or whatever. That's true. But just because I say that men don't do that doesn't mean I'm agreeing. What's happening is like, because I'm fighting that point to say that not all men do it, you turn around and say, oh yeah, but the men, we know that men shouldn't do what they're that. We don't agree with that. Not one of us has agreed with the deadbeat dad situation. But I feel like it gets attacked so hard that it kind of is thrown off to all men. That's the problem I have.
That's why it's hard for us to take, because we're not them guys. It's hard for us to take because we're not them guys. You get what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. And it makes it seem like majority of men are like that. And what did even Jay say earlier?
You're seeing another thing around there as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, brother,
we get attacked. We take loads of strays.
No, but this is the
we
problem,
always take strays.
You see the question itself, yeah? is women harder to date than men,
yeah.
But then in some of these lots points, it's like the deadbeat dad thing comes in, but bro, it doesn't say are women harder to date than deadbeat dads. It's not. That's not
exactly.
It's men.
That's what I'm saying.
Men regardless, bro. I don't even have a kid, bro, and I'm here talking for the bad side.
You know what I love is that you guys took that deadbeat dad shit and just ran with it.
No.
The whole conversation was about people not showing up for their spouses how they need to. That was the conversation.
No.
And it wasn't that men were piece of shit. It was not needing someone who is a piece of shit. It's not needing somebody who's not contributing to anything that you're doing, man or woman. So y'all can go ahead and spin.
But that's you're now adding
the. No, Randall, let me learn because all of this came off what I said. Do you get what I'm saying? When I said the simple thing I said was, do you think because the times have changed now and women are more pushing the whole independent thing now that it's harder to date them and stuff because they're making their own earnings and all of these type of things, so they feel like they don't need a man now. That's why they're harder to date. As soon as I said that, that's when everyone started going into the whole deadbeat dad type of thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that wasn't the main point. So funny when I said the independent thing, I don't even know why people brought kids into it because a female could be independent and make money and not have kids as well.
And this is where I'm going with it. That's the point I'm making. There's no point. There's no point. Sorry, Fem's gone.
I'm saying that the deadbeat dad thing so much, like literally what you said, the deadbeat dad thing.
Fire in it.
It boils down to like it just being men as well. Like you get what I'm saying.
That's Fem's.
It's for all men, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. So when we were saying, and that's like me answering the question. So what happened at the start of this conversation is we kind of all gathered that it's 50-50. But the general consensus was men were the problem, and now women are just matching their energy. That's the context.
No, that's not what that's not what was said in the beginning of the conversation. That was not what was said.
I'm capping.
It's over an hour, and I actually come on. We know how this.
We're gonna wrap up in about 10 minutes.
There saying that she thinks women.
And my whole point was literally misconstrued tonight, and I'm actually very disappointed at the fact that it's really common sense and it's not that hard to understand simple basic stuff. A man doesn't have to. If you are a piece of shit man. A woman does not need you. If you are a piece of shit woman, then no.
But Alyssa,
Alyssa comes here and it's so difficult.
No, Leon, there's two different convos, and do you know what it is? And wait. Let me talk. What Alyssa's done, is that she doesn't understand what we're saying, and then seems to think that we just don't understand what she's saying. No, but listen,
because you lot are sitting here saying that you're basically trying to say that women are the problem. And then you're trying to make it like she's attacking men. That's not what she said.
Oh my God! I never. Okay, wait. Let me.
The fact that you lot had someone. No, right. Let me say something. The fact that these have someone arguing back here is like. Now we're not trying to listen to you. We're really
mad. No, just shut up and just get off the thing. Yeah?
No, but the thing is, but it's facts. No, but you know it's
because Firms only came in.
No, but I've come in and only spoke facts. No one can.
And Firms, and do you know what Firms did?
That was wrong.
I have not said anything
You didn't
wrong.
say shit that was wrong though.
Big up Benjamin. Benjamin.
It's triggering when it wasn't you who triggered.
No. I would never be triggered for this because I already know what the answer is for myself. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, I'm listen. I'm sitting here just observing, bro. I've been quiet. You feel me?
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, the difference is, bro, right on your father in here. You feel me? When they're talking about the deadbeat thing, you could have reacted and felt attacked, but you didn't.
Exactly.
You held composure and you argued back. But
Firm, stop there. Firm, stop. Firm, stop right there. Firm, stop right there. Thank you. I'm so happy you said that. So, no, wait. This is very important to. No, Alyssa. This is Alyssa. Wait, let me talk. Yeah. Okay, wait. Alyssa. This is so beautiful that Firm said this. If Firms, okay, let me explain why. Firms just said to you that I can take it to heart and start going on a run, but I didn't. You've decided to do that. I could have gone on a run and started to attack all the females that I did, but I didn't do that. I'm trying to level the playing fields, but when I'm leveling it, you seem to feel like I'm attacking you, but I'm not. No, it's not about not understanding your point. It's about the fact that you've gone on an emotional tangent, and now, but we agree on that. We agree.
Kids, I don't even sleep with men. I don't give a fuck to be.
I understand that, but it's still.
Because you don't understand my point. My point is, no one in a relationship needs someone who is not doing.
But no one's.
You get that?
Wait, can I say something?
We get that.
Go on,
no, hold on, wait. Can I just say something?
We're not talking about deadbeat dads.
Yeah,
We're
but
talking
Alyssa,
about deadbeat partners.
But hold on,
Alyssa.
Wait.
Yeah, we get
Who
that.
mentioned that though?
That's fact though.
You did.
Me, Jamila. Did I mention that? Did I mention that?
No, Alyssa mentioned it.
And so hold on, Jamila, because you seem like you're being level-headed at the moment. So you see the fact that Alyssa said it here, Jamila, is firms allowed to refer to that point?
He should be able to, yeah.
And thank you, but instead of him being allowed to go against that point, what Alyssa's doing, that's not my point, but she's the one who said it. Do you understand what we're saying?
We were talking
I think a lot of
giving examples.
I feel like a lot of this conversation was based on emotion.
No, but now you're avoiding my point, though. I asked you a direct question.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
It's true.
It's like she can say whatever she wants, but we can't call her on it. And then we're wrong for calling her on it. That's not fair.
No, I want to say something quick though. You know what it is, yeah.
Instead of hearing this, look, she's just left. She's just rather leave.
If people are going to be triggered from these type of conversations, it don't make sense. A lot of things.
And I'm the one who's triggered.
A lot of things are opinion. It's not. She might feel that it has to be 50-50. Someone might not feel that it has to be 50-50. At the end of the day,
true.
Just because you're saying that, it doesn't mean I have to sit here and agree with it.
And firms, that's true.
And agree with that. But at the end of the day,
true. That's true.
Like literally, hey, put up Benjamin's comment for his recent comment, bro.
I am firm. You're not even a dad yet, yeah. So let me ask you a question. You see all of this, what we just had to go back and forth with these women, yeah. If you want peace of mind and you care about what's best for your mental health, is this a situation?
Disagree.
Are you gonna sit in and stay in? Is this what's best for your mental health when you're not even heard?
It's not good.
And
but
that's
at the end of the day,
I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right at all. Men should be there for their kids, but could you see how some women make it so difficult?
Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree to that. Hold on, can I say something?
You don't even have pick me yet, firms, because you're smart enough to not get involved in that.
No, I agree on certain situations because can I say something?
Of course you can, man.
There is a lot of toxic, broken women and damaged women. So when a lot of
men as well.
And men as well.
And men. So when a lot of women do get into relationships and stuff like that, emotion does run wild and men can't cope, so they dash.
No, but listen. All right, let me just wrap this up because we're going to wrap up in about less than 10 minutes, yeah, but probably 7 minutes. I'm going to take 2 points. So Ben said, big up Ben, that's my guy. The biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand, we listen to reply. This is my whole ethos of this whole thing. And it's a proven fact. It's a proven fact, yeah, that females generally just get emotional. It's not like a dig, it's just a fact. So when we say something, and then Jada, and this goes into my next point, Jada says, but you labeled women as emotional. You guys all agreed. You guys said it from the start. So I'm not labeling, I'm agreeing. I'm saying what you guys feel and I'm agreeing with it. And I'm using that to show why sometimes it comes flawed in the argument. Men are able to detach themselves. You guys look at the negativity of, okay, men cheat because they can detach their emotions. We can do the same in an argument as well. When it's an argument, we take our personal bias out of it. And that's the problem now. A lot of arguments go in the wrong tangent, and now it's all of a sudden, this is what I've seen, and I don't rate that. We don't rate that either. So what's your point? We don't rate deadbeat dads. So we've never once disagreed with Alyssa. Our whole point is the fact she went into that tangent that shows that now all of a sudden we're going to get attacked. And most arguments end up like that. You've heard piece of shit. We haven't once called women bitches. We haven't once said nothing. I can talk about loads of women that are bitches or loads of women that use men, but I didn't go off in that because I'm not getting emotional with things that have happened around me. I'm just trying to have a level-headed, rounded conversation. And then now we get called delusional. We get called that we don't listen. Now we're getting all the actual negative labels. That's mad.
Right, and here's the other thing as well, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Disappointing that she left because, like, why would we not agree with her point? She was saying that like women can't raise a child without a deadbeat, and they don't need the guy. But we all know single moms that have done that. We respect them for doing that. You understand where I'm coming from? So we all know
facts.
The guy that let them down. So a point. I don't know why she. Yeah. But
and that's
anyway,
And that's bigger. Listen, I'm going to speak to her after. But obviously, and this is my whole point, I said it's going to get emotional. We can always sit here and talk about emotional things that have happened to us and get pissed. This is not about who's wrong and right. It's about us just trying to have a one-on-one conversation and meeting each other in the middle. And I believe Alicia cutting, obviously she had something to do anyway. She does a lot of gaming stuff as well. So it might be kind of convenient that she had to cut this time, but she actually does gaming stuff. So I'm backing her point. She normally stays on the show for about an hour, just over an hour, and she goes. So you know what I mean? So cool.
I think she had to go work still. Well.
Yeah, she's got work. That's what I'm saying. I'm explaining that she had to leave because she had to go work, but she should have stayed at least a few minutes just to see where we're coming from.
I love men, you know. I love men, you know. I love men, you know, because we still do it. We still defend them. I love us. I just got.
And I'm defending her. You see what I mean? And I have not. And that's my whole point. Because I know they're saying.
Because he didn't step 1 foot wrong. I need to learn from you. You're Martin.
Who?
Me.
Leon, yeah.
Why, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You didn't step 1 foot wrong. You played it so you didn't even get involved in it.
Do you know what it is? I tried to get her to go. I wanted to go into it a little bit more in it, but obviously, like, I knew that if I'd say one thing, she would trigger in it. But at the end of the day, look, she had a valid point. But it's funny because we're talking about chocolate, she's talking about cheese. Do you know what I mean? And we're just
like, we agree. Everything Alyssa said, we agree with, but it's the point of why you bring.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about.
There you go. So that's what my problem is. Why is it always that when it's our points we're not listening, but you can't see it the other way around? That okay, you're not listening this time, and that's not that. It's just facts because you've let the emotion take over now. So you're not thinking. When a man gets emotional, he don't think straight. We can all sit here and see it, bro. I was watching a program that I think it was today or yesterday. I think it's The Good Doctor. Big up Jada in the chat. Like, there's a guy that's got remind me if it's not ADHD, he's got what's the other thing that a lot of men autistic? He's autistic, but he's a mad surgeon. He's a mad surgeon. Like, he remembers everything. When he heard that the closest guy to him is dying of cancer, he made a mistake while he was doing surgery, and he's never made a mistake. That just shows that no matter how good you are, emotions throw you off. You feel me? But what we need to start doing as people is taking our personal feelings out of it, because it means we're going to be biased. It naturally leads to bias. Even if the point you're saying is not bias, it's the intention of where are you going with this? Why are you saying this? Well, what's your direction? Why are you bringing up deadbeat dads? We're not talking about deadbeat dads. We're talking about all dads. There's bad dads and there's good dads. Why are we focused on deadbeat dads? Why is the narrative starting to face?
I don't even know why dads in general. I made my point very clear, bro. It's just
Firms is not a dad. Firms has grown up on a single parent household. Back to the same point,
bro. It's back to the same point. So, but it just goes to show. But obviously, at the end of the day, like,
but Alyssa was just trying.
No, not during surgery. Not during surgery. He was told later on, and then when he went to a surgery later on, it affected his. And my whole point is being emotional affects you. That's my whole point. It wasn't.
There's a big point there. You see how she automatically went and took no. She completely absolved the man of any accountability. She blamed the next person. You see that? It's automatically. She didn't even know she was doing that.
Do you know, it's kind of like,
that firm's land, man.
It's kind of like emotions. It's like how, like, you know what I mean, United have been playing recently and stuff like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? A lot of emotions in your games, and you know, so it just shows, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard for me and Leah to hear it, but it's facts.
I know.
I'm Arsenal.
Yeah, they're both Arsenal. They're both Arsenal. They're both Arsenal.
The way he was talking, he said, "You man, do you know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's cool, man. Your little deflections and that. You know what?
I'm just saying. You feel you?
But just to sum it up, like, for me, and I stated it. I gave a disclaimer. I said, listen, the females are about to get emotional and they're going to start getting triggered. And that's why I got this topic from Fresh and Fit, and people call him a misogynist. They call him a misogynist, but they don't see the point he's trying to make. And I'm not even as on point. If he was here, he would be able to shut it down way better than me.
And you know what it does? It just shows immaturity. Like, do you know what I mean? Because if me and you are having a debate, Rhino, and I resort to name calling, I've lost.
Wait, Chinks, bring a point that happened between us in the football chat when he was debating about Arsenal and Man United,
and I lost my head. And
he kicked me out the group chat. He kicked me out the group chat.
And I'm 30 something. And I lost my head. And then as a big man, I said, you know what? I'm wrong. I had to apologize to him.
I called him straight away, bro.
Yeah. And he put me right. And then I admitted that. But it's like, no, what she didn't want to, no one wanted to do that. Every time it came to a point where she made it, it just goes somewhere else.
No, but you need to understand, you Chinks, you come across like patronizing. Even as my cousin, sometimes I'm like, what Chinks? Like, you come across like you just don't care. Like, you say it raw, like it's your way or no one's way. Sometimes.
Okay,
like,
okay.
Like,
all right, Jamila. But then, why is him being assertive? Why does him being assertive?
Exactly the same. You're like one of my best friends.
No, but you know what it is? You could see that she was getting triggered by certain things, yeah? But I was trying to diffuse it. Chinks is like, still, but you're going backwards, you're flopping. Like, he was building her up to her to say, do you know what?
Big up, right.
Big up Alyssa, though. That's my co-host.
Like, you have to be, you need to understand, you need to,
when it's females, bro.
Trust me, it's been a pleasure.
When it's females, you know about emotion. Emotion is a big thing for us. We act on emotion. So she just acted on emotion.
Yeah. No, listen. I agree with everything you're saying. This is my dog, bro. We've been brought up in a society where men are supposed to be the heads. Like, men are supposed to be the providers. Men are supposed to do things. This is what they tell us. Do you understand? So now,
sorry, go on.
So now everyone's got his head like, okay, cool. This is what a man's supposed to do. It's like, for me, I would never go 50-50. Never in my life. I don't care what you want to tell me. And then only recently have I decided the other day I went out and I actually paid. Do you know how I was actually pissed off? Like, I actually I put my hand in my pocket, and then I thought, okay, do you know what it is? We live in a society now where men's pockets are not.
Wait, pause there, Jamila. Anida, there was this conversation. This conversation started with me by myself.
Let's make it fair. There was 3 females at the start, but listen, tell people if they wonder how they can get involved, then where to find you so they can.
Yeah, bro. Rhino MDTV. Anida, big up Anida anyway. I know.
Big up Ryan as well. Big up my guy Ryan.
Anida, do you want to join right now? Anida, do you want to join right now for the last 5 minutes? Let me know. I'll send you the link, and you can join and have your say.
And then you look 2-on-2. I gotta go work, man.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Chinks has got to go work as well. You know. So, are you late?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You see the one thing that annoys me about this whole topic? It always turns into men versus females, and I just don't get why it's like that, McCall.
That's why I pick it. I can't lie, I pick it because I can see people.
I know he likes it. It brings entertainment to his podcast.
Well done.
I think today's been the most juiciest podcast ever. Everyone's gonna be like, "Raw, swear down."
Yeah. Join your phone, Anida.
Alyssa said she doesn't even sleep with men, so. Jamie,
that's the thing. Alyssa, she only dates females and she don't have kids. But that just shows you the narrative already.
Yeah.
If do you get it? Yeah. See, that just shows the narrative. That shows the angle already. So she's talking from a place of things that she's seen around her that she can't relate to herself. But look how wound up she's getting. That just shows the narrative. That shows the mindset. Like I said, I could have come on this podcast and be so biased and talk about certain narratives as well, but I'm taking the emotion out of it. I'm trying to answer the question. Who's more difficult? Who's harder to date? And then we've gone off into the male-female thing, and I knew it was going to happen. Hold on, let me give Anida the link.
Also, a lot of men, when they've been in previous relationships, they don't open up. Like, they find it harder to have relationships and open up. Like, they will actually believe that because what they've gone through in their past relationship is another girl's going to do the same thing. But why get in a relationship?
But just to build on that here, Jamila, from us saying how we feel today and how we were received by females, can you understand why we don't?
I actually understand. You get what
I mean? And I'm not even trying to point fingers. I'm just trying to get to a conclusion of it because
I'm not gonna lie, because there's a lot of things, even with me, like when I'm trying to have normal conversations, sometimes I'm rude, as everyone knows. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's times that you can come across mad aggressive because of your emotional or something's triggered you, or do you understand? Especially when
who can come across mad aggressive?
Huh?
Who comes across
No,
mad
like
aggressive?
women could come across like when when you get an emotion, like on a topic, like even when Sam said about single parenthood, I was thinking there's so much girls that are successful that are single parents where there is men that have made women like this, so they have to do that. So other women are encouraging them like, bro, fuck you don't need a baby daddy that's gonna be useless. Do it yourself.
I champion that all day long. But at the same time,
to disagree with you if you're saying
because that makes our life easier. Big up Anida. She's here to say her say. She's here to back the females. Then big up Anida, man. Welcome. What are you telling us?
Hey,
what's good? We're gonna let you have the floor. Just talk.
Before I shoot.
My voice sounds terrible. I'm sick as a dog, and I got here.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, big up the States. Yeah.
Now, one thing I will say. Alyssa is so passionate because there's a lot of people that's close to her. She knows dealing with some bullshit. But one thing she loves about me is I'm going to keep it a buck. I will play devil's advocate for both male and females because I know a lot of family members who've dealt with some bullshit with women because I have a lot of male family members. Now, what I'm going to say is personally, communication is always going to be an issue because you could have one party in a relationship that communicates their ass off, but the other person only hears what they want to hear versus what you're actually saying. That is going to be a problem.
Facts.
Rather, it is the man or the woman. I've been in a relationship for 11 years. I've been with my man for 11 years. We have 2 boys. I constantly have to remind him, babe, if you don't listen to me, our kids won't either. Because we have boys. Daddy knows best. That's how it's going to be. And when it comes to dating a man or a woman, the past is always going to come into play for the simple fact, like y'all said, there are damaged men who have been damaged by women because they either weren't, how do I put this correctly? A man, it's very easy for a man not to be listened to because sometimes you're with a woman thinks she knows best. You do not always know best. You do not. And one thing in particular, me and my guy, we grew up very differently. Everybody is still shocked to this day that we are still together because they're like, some things don't make sense when it comes to y'all. And it doesn't have to make sense to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm 27 and we've been together 11 years. That's wild. We have an 8-year-old, but we constantly have a battle simply based off communication. I feel like all relationships fail based on communication in some way.
Yep.
And the faster we learn that, because let's be real, our age bracket, our forms of communication is a little strange out here nowadays.
And going back to this, communication. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Y'all are in a different country. It's so different. It's so different.
Different culture, isn't it?
I was looking at that. I'm like, is Alyssa the only female here? I'm like, I love you, but that's sis. And I'm like, you don't like dick. So this is weird.
I big up you. Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here in the comments, slightly confused. So I was like, did we have other females in this conversation that like dick, or how does this work? I'm just honest, I got here really late, so I'm sorry for that.
It started off with I think I was by myself before even Chinks came. It was me by myself, and then we had Jada Kiss, Alyssa, and Jamila. Yeah.
And I do want to address something else. Sorry, because Ryan,
go on.
You've been driving me crazy in this chat, and I don't even know who you are.
All right, hey,
what's her name? Another. Can I ask you something quickly? Because I got to go work. Did I do anything wrong?
Like I said, I didn't hear the whole
sometimes I speak from like a perspective that may like upset people. Did I do anything wrong? Because I feel like you're being very level-headed and balanced. So I just want to ask you before I go.
Okay. So I'm sorry. What's your name?
Chinks or FaZe?
Chinks. So what I did notice about you is you didn't do anything wrong, but I will say this because it's your tone sometimes.
I told you.
And I'm going to be completely honest because I have the same issue with my man where I tell him, I'm like, you could be saying something completely normal, but your tone sounds like you're treating me like a fucking child. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact, guys do not always hear how their tone is when it's coming out. You didn't say anything wrong, but your tone can be misjudged. I will say that.
Patronizing. It's patronizing.
I appreciate that. I never disagreed with you either, Jamila, man. That's why I just asked for a second opinion.
And but shall I tell you what? I could defend him a bit. I don't think his tone was like that from the start. I think once it got to a certain point, he had to kind of dumb it down like that.
Changed. When he started to realize that, at least I kept talking about men and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's when he couldn't get his point across. That's when his little.
I think it was more of a reaction. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I understand. I get it.
And like I said, me and my guy, we've been together 11 years, and the entire 11 years, I've said something about the tone.
Well, Rhino knew what he was doing. Everyone knows you don't put chinks on a podcast. He has no manners. So Rhino wanted this to happen.
No, not necessarily, because I didn't even mean to do that. So I shot
him last minute. Yeah,
I appreciate that,
and that's why I don't judge people for it, because I'm like, you may not hear it. There's been times I have to check my tone. I've been told from jump, it's not necessarily my tone, but my face be speaking louder than me sometimes. Even during COVID, even with a mask on, I was told my face was speaking louder than me. And I said, oh my. I had to catch myself.
So one last thing to go, because I just got to be a prick a little bit, yeah, because I think I've been very mature here, yeah. So it's like, the fact that you said I'm right, yeah, does that, like, so say for example, if I was a billionaire, yeah, and you was poor, not you per se, yeah, and I was shouting at you about how to get money, yeah, would it not be stupid of you to say it's your tone instead of taking the advice, or is that a wrong way to look at it?
So I wouldn't say it's stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be like, yo, chill the fuck out. I'm gonna take some notes if you give me valid information, but calm your ass down type shit. You feel me?
Okay.
Like I said, I wasn't here for the whole conversation, so I can't say whether or not you were right or wrong. When I came in, I heard some of the animosity in your tone, and I can see how that would have rubbed certain people wrong.
Okay, can I ask you something quickly, Anada, yeah? And just before Chinks goes, big up Chinks. Can't we say the same thing for the fact that why okay, what I've just seen you, what you've done, yeah, it's very true. Tone can play a part. But it's the same thing with the fact that Alyssa got emotional and started shouting and started going, you. That can be seen as, very what's the word, intimidating as well. And then I feel like I'm being attacked as well. But I don't think you guys don't see. But look, you're gonna justify it now. You're not gonna see. You're not gonna hear where I'm coming from. You're gonna justify it. Go on.
All Alyssa did is prove Chinks' point. She got aggressive and made it look like we're just so aggressive like women. So she just proved his point.
Black women are aggressive. I never said that.
Yes, she basically did. She said women are hard to deal with. Basically, no, it proved Ryan's point where he said women are hard to deal with.
Hold on.
I never said black women are aggressive. I would never be saying that.
It proved Ryan's point.
It proved my point. Let me put my thing up there quickly because people be tweeting.
Don't get excited because I agree with you because this is the first and last.
You look big up. I got to go work now, but this was fun, man.
I love Chinks.
Man. Thank you.
Yeah,
big up Jamila. Big up Firms. Big up Ryan.
I love, bro.
Big up the chat as well, man. Big up all of you.
Big up the chat as always, man. We're gonna wrap up in a minute. Big up, bro. Chinks, love, bro. Yeah, man. I know. Just to clarify, people, this is my dog. We're gonna talk. She'll be back next week. She's my dog, but you get me. It's fine. It's fine to be emotional. Yeah. It's fine to be emotional. It's fine to get heated, whatever. But what I just want to make clear is that the same way you guys can read our tone incorrect or not incorrect. You can feel a way about our tone and all that stuff. It's the same way we feel a bit defensive when we feel like we're being attacked. Do you feel me? And when we now defend ourselves, it comes across like we're not listening to the point. No, because it's more of, okay, we hear what you're saying, but the way you're saying it sounds a bit too personal. Can I just clarify that this is the situation? We agree with what you're saying. It's not all men. But that's where the problem is. It kind of, I don't think I've once backtracked today. And that's me not being cocky or whatever. It's just the facts. Because I don't want to get lost in the whole emotion. I just want to stick to the points. And because emotion will cloud your judgment. Emotion will make you start getting personal. It'll make you start talking about things that don't correlate to the actual point that we made at the start of the show. And that start of the start of the show was who's harder to date. It started on 50-50. Then it went off in a tangent with, okay, or if a guy's so deadbeat, why should we stick up for him? But no one once ever said you should. And that's why we never went to the whole, oh, but females do it too. Oh, you know what? Bun females did it. No. All we ever tried to do in this whole conversation was level everything. So when it came to the whole deadbeat dads thing, my whole point was, let's not bring up deadbeat dads. Let's just talk in general. Let's not focus on a point that hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Chinks and Firms could have done that. Firms just explained that he grew up in a single household. He can start talking about things that are emotional to him, and he will start going off on a tangent, and he might start attacking a certain gender, whether it's the male or the female. But our point here is not to attack the gender. It's more about us coming to a good conclusion. So I just want to make sure that when we're having these conversations, we don't go off and start attacking females. I never once attacked a female. I defended the fact that I feel like we get attacked. You guys attack us without realizing. And then you tell us that we don't understand the point.
But you said exactly. You said a key word without realizing. So it's not like we're trying to do it on purpose. You said a key word.
Okay, but the same way we have to factor in our tone is the same way you have to factor in how your delivery is as well. It works both ways. Do you feel me? It works both ways.
It does work both ways. I'm glad you're saying that, because during that I was waiting for you to put that in there. I'm like, yeah, that works both ways.
Yeah, it works both ways. But then
I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna be talking to me like a kid, and you just expect me to sit here and be like, okay.
And they're saying FaZe is in the wrong, but how's FaZe in the wrong? I disagree. How's FaZe in the wrong?
You see my thing. I feel like the question.
Waki, let me know.
The whole topic was very straightforward. Like I said, obviously it's gonna be a thing where, like I said, it always ends up boiling down to being men versus women, you feel me? Which it doesn't have to be like that. I feel like it's a very simple question, you feel me? But at the same time, people always like to, there's not even just Elisa, obviously like Chinks as well, like, you feel me? A bit of emotions came in because he didn't agree. Like I said, emotion, people just think emotions just people crying, you feel me? He could have just showed the angry emoji, he could have been upset, you feel me? So like I said, people taking information differently as well, you feel me? So it's like exactly what I said at the start, the whole question I asked everyone, and the whole kind of fact that I told everyone kind of took that in their own way. Do you get what I'm saying? Some people started speaking about deadbeat dads, some people started speaking about other things, you feel me? So I feel like it just happens. It's just how people taking information, man. That's what it is.
There you go. And then the whole summary of this whole podcast is we just need to learn how to communicate with each other. Same way we can learn, I think females have to learn too. But it definitely gets highlighted more for men. Or we do this, we do that. And you guys will admit you're emotional, but you won't aim to fix it. You just kind of act like, okay, but we're emotional and we didn't mean to do it. Okay, so what are you doing to change that? Are you working towards not being emotional, or trying to, work towards a conversation that can be had properly where both sides are heard evenly? Because that's what I want to do right now. Just even conversation. Because when you, like I said, when you start getting emotional, you start getting biased, you start getting a bit defensive, and it goes haywire. So let's now, in the future let's see now if we can have this conversation again and come to a summarizing point. Because the same way you can say Chinks is patronizing, I can say Alyssa was attacking her tone. Then she even said, "Oh, them men are pieces of shit." She even started swearing and shit. It was mad. It got mad. But where's the accountability for that? Because a lot of comments are getting onto FaZe, but where's Alyssa's accountability? Why ain't no one saying she shouldn't have been shouting? Maybe she should have taken a break and come back. No one's saying that. Oh, she went to work. Everyone's just defending her. You feel me? But where's the defense in FaZe? All I'm seeing is FaZe is wrong. He's patronizing. He's tone. He's this, he's that. You feel me? So now where's the balance now? You feel me? And
I came in where Alyssa wasn't yelling, so I didn't see that part. That's what I said. I got to rewatch.
Okay. Yeah.
Watch it, and I will give you my notes on Twitter. I promise you, I will. I will write.
Yeah. Feel free.
I'm the type of person, I like knowing both sides, all sides.
Yeah.
I like to hear all of it, because
the whole context in it, so you know how to respond in that properly.
I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, but I'm also not going to and I won't sugarcoat if I'm wrong either. I can
100%.
I can hold my head high. That's too many H's in a row. Woosah. And still know wrong is wrong, right is right. It's that simple.
Yeah. 100%. I agree. And that's what I want to work towards. So next Sunday, I want to carry on this point. And I'm going to put Alyssa's handles in the chat. Anna joined as well. I'm going to put her handles in the chat. FNR Beats, greatest producers in the world. I'm going to put their handles in the chat. And also Chinks as well. He does a lot of different podcasts as well. He's been on a few big podcasts. So big up my guy Chinks as well. Big up Jadakiss as well. Big up my peoples, the O's in the chat. I love you guys so much. You feel me? But next week, Sunday, 9 p.m. UK time, I'm going to bring Chinks. I'm going to bring Alyssa. And we're going to come to a summary. And then we'll go into the next topic, which we kind of did today as well. Who has it harder, men or women? We're going to talk about that next week. But I want to spend the first 10 minutes hashing it out. Because Alyssa's my dog and Chinks is my dog. You feel me? And I'm going to point out everyone where they're wrong. And you can point out to me where I'm wrong as well. But if I look at the whole chat and firms tell me if I'm lying, it seems like everyone's talking about phase this, phase that. He's this, he's that. But we have to understand the way it built up, you know? And yeah, that's it. So tune in next week, Sunday, 9 p.m. UK time. I believe it's 4 p.m. EST.
We said part 2.
Part 2. We're going to do a part 2.
See what we're going to do, though? You see what we're going to do rather this time? Yeah. We're going to have even numbers.
We're going to have even numbers.
Even though when people do rewind, they will see that it was only me and you at the start. Then we'll see my shit bugged out. It was 3 females around, you feel me?
Yeah, all by myself.
But at the same time, like I said, we'll have even. And I want to stay on this topic because the reason I want us to stay as direct on this topic. No dads, none of that stuff. It's simple.
Yeah.
Who is harder to date, men or women?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean nothing about that, because if we're going to talk about dads, bro, all the guys that are not fathers might as well just leave the chat and not be involved, bro, because I can't relate to it. That's why I was quiet, bro. I can't relate to deadbeat that stuff.
And on top of that, firms, it's interesting because when I've done most of the shows, I'm outnumbered, but I don't see one person saying, "Oh, we need more males. It needs to be even." You see, but we're here trying to make it even. It's crazy. Life is mad. Life is mad.
I think you're gonna laugh at my response to the original question.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Save it though. Save that juice. Save that tea. Next Sunday, 9 p.m. What are you, EST or CST?
I'm Eastern Standard Time as well.
You're Eastern. So what time is it now? Is it 6 now for you?
Yeah, 6:11.
Yeah, 6. Okay, so cool. 4 p.m. Eastern, Sunday. Be there. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely send you the link. I'll probably even exchange your numbers and add you to the or get your Snapchat. Then I can add you into the group chat. And then you can just join in whenever. And maybe we might even have to start doing call-in shows, because I want to do call-in shows as well. But yeah, part 2 next week, Sunday, 9 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll get Alyssa in here. We'll get Chinks, and we want to kind of hash it out, and then we're going to move on to the next topic. But yeah, big up everyone that showed up. Big up the O's in the chat. Big up Jada as always. My people's family. Everyone. I don't even go for the chat because the chat's bumping right now. But big up everyone that's still here. Make sure you guys, when you guys leave the chat, please like the video. Let me do a like check right now. 20 likes, beautiful. 20 likes. Next week we're gonna go to 30 likes. And like I said, now you can send super chats now, and you can become a member. So literally click on the link. I've got 3 different tiers. I got Ryan MG VIP, MG VIP Plus, and I got MG VIP Gold. And then you get exclusive content within all of them. You get your own custom emojis and everything. So if you want to support the thing, feel free to become a member. But most importantly, subscribe and like the video. Like the video, subscribe, and put post notifications on. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everyone in the comments. It's your boy Rhino, and we're out. Peace.